Welcome to this video on the history of mathematics, focusing on the birth of calculus through the pioneering work of Isaac Newton and Gottfried Leibniz. Calculus did not emerge in a vacuum. By the time of Newton and Leibniz, European mathematicians had already made significant progress in understanding derivatives, integration, and the connections between them, building on the work of earlier scholars. It is widely recognized that Isaac Newton and Gottfried Leibniz are the creators of calculus. While they both understood the power of the fundamental theorem of calculus, their paths, methodologies, and lives were remarkably different. Gottfried Leibniz was a diplomat who traveled extensively. He was not a mathematician by trade, but used his vast network to discuss ideas with the leading minds of his era, including Newton and Huygens, though his later life was marked by poverty and scandal. Leibniz's most enduring legacy is the mathematical notation he created. His symbols for integrals and derivatives were intuitive and functional, leading to their universal adoption across continental Europe and eventually superseding Newton's alternative methods. A major catalyst for Leibniz was a challenge from Christian Huygens to find the sum of reciprocal triangular numbers. This led Leibniz to model his approach on Pascal's triangle, focusing on consecutive differences rather than simple sums. Through this work, Leibniz realized that calculating the sum of one sequence could be done by taking the differences of another. This conceptual insight served as the foundational seed for the fundamental theorem of calculus. In the 1670s, Leibniz moved from discrete sequences to continuous curves, developing techniques to evaluate areas under functions. This transmutation of areas is now considered fundamentally equivalent to the modern fundamental theorem of calculus. Sir Isaac Newton, by contrast, was a scholar whose most revolutionary ideas were developed in isolation during the Great Plague of 1665. He later became a professor at Cambridge and published his seminal work, Principia Mathematica. Newton's approach to calculus relied on his mastery of infinite series. By extending the binomial theorem to non-positive integer exponents, he created a powerful tool that laid the groundwork for his mechanical and calculus-based theories. Newton's method, or the tangent method, offered a superior way to find the roots of equations. His genius was in using linear approximation, effectively ignoring higher-order terms to home in on a solution. A bitter and scandalous dispute over the origins of calculus erupted between Newton and Leibniz. The conflict, which included accusations of plagiarism, had a deep personal impact on both men and left a lasting scar on European mathematics. The fallout led to a geographic divide. England, loyal to Newton's Fluxion notation, remained in relative isolation, while the European continent adopted Leibniz's more effective notation, fueling a rapid expansion of the discipline. In summary, while both men arrived at the fundamental theorem of calculus, their backgrounds, methods, and legacies were starkly different, reflecting their unique roles as a solitary scholar and a cosmopolitan diplomat. Finally, while calculus was highly effective, the quest for mathematical rigor continued for over a century, eventually finding a firm logical foundation through the work of 19th-century mathematicians like Augustin-Louis. Thank you for watching this overview on the history of mathematics and the birth of calculus. We hope you found this video informative.